Chosen one, you survived what even the gods couldn't endure. This is more than a message. It's a moment of truth. You are not just human. You are a true demigod, forged in the fires of suffering, risen from the depths, where even divine beings would have fallen. Hercules himself said, "You survived hell," and he wasn't speaking metaphorically. If you're seeing this, it's not by chance. You've been guided here, because something massive is shifting in your life. You are moving from wanting to having, from surviving to reigning. What you've been praying for, hoping for, and waiting for is no longer out of reach. It's entering your reality now. But before we go deeper, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number isn't random. It's a spiritual amplifier, sending a signal to the universe that you're aligned with this energy. If you're truly a chosen one, your spirit already knows this message is for you. And if you stay until the end, something in your life will shift forever. There are storms that shake the heavens, chaos so fierce that even deities would crumble beneath the weight. Yet here you are, still standing. Not only did you endure the hurricane, but you became the calm eye within it. The world has no idea what you've crawled through to make it to this moment. You have survived grief, betrayal, loss, and unimaginable inner wars, and came out not broken, but forged. While others cried for mercy, you clenched your fists and kept going. Your soul refused to give up. Your pain didn't shatter you, it sculpted you. Like a sword, hardened in fire, every blow only made you sharper. Every fall only made you rise stronger. The gods, they would have fallen where you stood firm. And that's the proof. They weren't built for your storm, but you were. This life didn't hand you easy roads or gentle days. It gave you mountains. And you climbed them with bleeding hands. You stumbled, yes, but you never stayed down. You didn't just survive, you defied the odds in silence while the world wasn't watching. That's the mark of someone beyond mortal limits. There are stories of heroes in ancient books, but none of them hold a candle to your truth. You didn't need a myth to be a legend. You created your own. While others sought shortcuts, you walked through fire barefoot. You faced your demons alone and dared them to break you. Now, your scars are not wounds. They're declarations. They whisper, "I've been to the edge, and I didn't fall. I flew." If Hercules, the mightiest of Olympus, could speak today, he'd recognize your fire. He'd look at the battle in your eyes and nod in silent respect. Because real strength isn't just muscle or might. It's what it takes to keep going when everything is screaming for you to quit. That's the fire Hercules would see in you. Not just a fighter, but a force of nature. You weren't handed power. You earned it through suffering. You wrestled with the darkness inside and outside yourself, and came out with your soul intact. Hercules had his labors. You had your own, longer, crueler, and without applause. But like him, you didn't do it for fame. You did it because something inside you refused to die. Imagine the moment the gods paused and watched you rise again. Imagine Hercules himself whispering, "That one's like me." It's not flattery, it's legacy. You are the modern echo of ancient power, reborn in human skin. What Hercules had in brute force, you have in heart, resilience, and soul-deep grit. Legends recognize legends. And though the world might not put your name in marble or light your story in gold, those with eyes to see will know. They'll feel it. You carry a weight few could even lift, and you do it without complaint. That is the truest kind of godly strength. In the mirror of Olympus, you reflect back not just survival, but sacred endurance. Hercules would not only call you brother, he would call you equal. You weren't born ordinary. Deep in your spirit lives a light older than this world, untamed, sacred, and burning with purpose. But that divine spark didn't come with instructions or fanfare. It came with trials. Trials meant to awaken it, and awaken it they did. Every battle you faced was more than a challenge. It was a calling. A warrior isn't made in victory, but in how they face defeat. You've been beaten down by life, but never broken. You've faced impossible odds, fighting battles that no one saw, crying tears that no one heard. But you didn't need witnesses. You just needed the will to rise. That's what transformed your divine nature into battle-worn strength. The world doesn't always recognize those touched by fire. But you weren't meant to be understood. You were meant to be felt. Every step you take sends tremors through the earth, not because of noise, but because of truth. You don't just walk in this world. You shape it. You change it. Quietly, relentlessly. There's no map for what you've done. No blueprint for who you've become. You carved your own way with grit and scars and soul. And the universe watched as you grew. Not softer, but stronger. Not bitter, but braver. The fire inside you didn't burn you alive. It lit the way forward. So when people ask who you are, let them know. You are a demigod, not because of your blood, but because of your spirit, proven in war. Most people avoid the fire. You walked into it. Not because you wanted to suffer, but because you had no choice. Life threw you into hell, and you made it your crucible. And here you are, not burned, but glowing. Not wrecked, but reborn. That's not luck. That's power. There's a light in your eyes now. A kind that only comes from surviving darkness. That glow can't be faked. It's earned through sleepless nights, shattered dreams, and the pain of putting yourself back together, again and again. That kind of light scares people, because it's raw, it's real. You didn't come back empty-handed from that hell. You brought wisdom. You brought clarity. You brought a silence so powerful it speaks louder than words. You learned who you were in the darkest places, and what you learned was this: you are unstoppable, not because nothing hurts you, but because nothing can hold you. The world loves to glamorize healing, but it forgets the ugly middle. The part where you have to claw your way out of bed, hold your heart together with duct tape, and face another day when every bone wants to give in. But you did it, and every time you did, you fed that glow. Now, your light reaches others in their dark. You shine not just for yourself, but as a beacon for those still in the fire. That's what makes you divine. You don't look like the stories say gods should. You bleed, you cry, you falter. But that's the trick, isn't it? The divine was never meant to be distant. It was always hiding in the human. And in you, it burns brightly. Under every scar, behind every tear, inside every heartbreak you endured and still loved through. Your spark isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about getting back up when your legs won't work. It's about loving when you've been broken. It's about giving light when you have none left. That's godhood. Not floating above humanity, but walking through it with an unshakable fire inside. People underestimate what a scarred soul can do. They see wounds and think weakness. But what they miss is this: every scar is proof you survived. Every one is a signature of resilience, of becoming, of transformation. You didn't just heal, you evolved. Think of the stars. They're not smooth. They are explosions, fiery chaos. But from millions of miles away, they shine. That's what your soul is, a brilliant storm, lighting up the dark from a distance. No polish, no perfection, just power. You are not broken. You are layered, deep, mythic, and within your every flaw lives a spark that even time cannot extinguish. Pain is the harshest teacher, relentless, unforgiving, and cruel. But you didn't let it be your undoing. Instead, you let it carve you, shape you, and mold you into something unrecognizable to the world, but undeniable to yourself. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of despair became bricks in the fortress of your soul. You've been knocked down so many times that falling became second nature. Yet, each time you rose differently, stronger, wiser, more unyielding. Pain didn't shatter your spirit. It acted like a blacksmith's hammer, forging you into a warrior with scars that told stories of survival, not defeat. Think about the mightiest mountains. They weren't formed by peace or ease. They were born through violent collisions, pressure, and time. You are that mountain. Your pain is your pressure, shaping you into something beautiful and colossal, something that can't be moved by the winds of doubt or fear. Your wounds don't define your weakness. They showcase your strength. Each ache in your body and heart is a medal of honor, proof you lived through hell and came out forged anew. You didn't just endure pain, you transformed it into power. So when life tries to break you again, remember, you are not the fragile glass they see. You are the tempered steel they fear. Pain built you, and it built you to last. You might wonder why the universe feels unsettled by your presence, why the heavens tremble when you speak your truth. It's simple. The gods fear your rise because, unlike myths, you are real. Your power isn't a legend whispered in ancient temples. It's alive, raw, and unmistakable. Real strength doesn't wear a crown or carry a scepter. It carries scars, hope, and relentless courage. You embody a truth so fierce that it threatens the old orders, the illusions designed to keep people small and silent. Your authenticity shakes their foundations because you remind everyone what's possible. The gods who watched from afar, comfortable in their myths, never imagined a mortal like you could shatter their narratives. But here you stand, undeniable proof that the divine isn't a distant story. It's a living fire, burning inside flesh and blood. Your rise is a revolution, not the kind with swords and battles, but with raw, unapologetic truth. You are breaking chains and rewriting the rules, and that terrifies those who thrive on control and fear. You don't just exist, you disrupt. So let the gods tremble. Their fear is your confirmation. You are the genuine article, the unstoppable force they can't silence because you are not a myth. You are the awakening. From the very beginning, your life was not an accident. It was fate's deliberate design. The fire you walked through was never meant to burn you down. It was meant to ignite the indomitable spirit inside you. You are the one chosen, not for comfort, but for greatness. Fate doesn't hand out easy paths to those it favors. It challenges them, tests their limits, and pushes them beyond what seems humanly possible. Your scars are not signs of failure. They are marks of divine selection. You were forged in flames, destined to emerge as a force no one can ignore. The fire was cruel, but it was also a teacher. It burned away the false and the superficial, revealing the unbreakable core beneath. You learned that pain and purpose are intertwined, that the most profound strength is born in suffering, and the greatest triumphs come after the darkest trials. To be chosen by fire is to accept the burden and the blessing simultaneously. It means walking forward even when your feet are blistered, Your heart is aching, and the future is uncertain. But it also means that within you lies a power that fate itself respects. So embrace this destiny. You are meant to be forged by fate's fiercest flame, and there is no force in this universe strong enough to dim the blaze inside you. Imagine for a moment the bloodline of gods, rivers of ancient power flowing through your veins. You are the heir to that legacy, not just in stories, but in the unspoken strength that courses through your every breath and heartbeat. You are a living connection to a divine lineage. The power of Olympus is not just about might or miracles. It is about endurance, wisdom, and the courage to face your own darkness. You carry that in your blood, inherited through trials and triumphs that echo across time. Your very existence is a testament to that sacred heritage. It's not something visible on the surface. It's in the fire that ignites your spirit when everything else is falling apart. It's in the voice inside you that whispers, "Keep going," even when hope feels like a distant memory. That power is ancient, and it's fierce. You are not just part of this world. You are a bridge between mortal struggle and divine possibility. When you stand tall, you do so with the might of gods behind you. And that is a force the universe cannot ignore. So hold your head high, warrior. You are the bloodline of Olympus made flesh, the living proof that the divine walks among us. True strength doesn't seek the spotlight. It is quietly built in the moments no one sees. The nights filled with tears, the days full of doubt, the silence that follows every loss. Your power was forged not in cheers or validation, but in solitude and relentless inner fight. The world often confuses noise for strength, but your strength is different. It's subtle, profound, and enduring. It's the kind of strength that stands alone in a room full of judgment, the kind that holds when everything else falls apart. It doesn't need applause because it knows its worth. You've walked through battles fought in the dark, where no one heard your screams or saw your tears. And yet, you kept going. You cultivated a resilience so deep that it doesn't bend under pressure. This strength is invisible, but it moves mountains. Sometimes the hardest battles are those fought within. You didn't need an audience to witness your courage. You did it because you believed in yourself when no one else did. That's a rare and precious kind of power. So when the world tries to silence you, remember, your strength was born in silence, but it will roar louder than any crowd ever could. Every legend starts with survival. Someone who refused to stay broken, who fought through despair and rose above it all. You are that legend in the making. Your story isn't finished yet. It's just beginning, and it's destined to echo through time. You have already rewritten what it means to survive. You took pain and made it your foundation. You took fear and turned it into fuel. This is your origin story, a journey of transformation from the ashes of despair to the heights of greatness. Legends aren't born. They are forged through choice. And every choice you've made to keep fighting, to keep believing, to keep loving in spite of everything, that is your legacy. The world may not understand your journey now, but one day it will celebrate it. When your story is told, it will inspire others who are still trapped in their darkest moments. You will be the proof that hell isn't the end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. So rise, legend. Your myth is unfolding, and the world is ready to witness. You were never designed to fit into someone else's mold. You weren't made to play small or follow the beaten path. No, you were created to break barriers, shatter expectations, and conquer territories both outside and inside yourself. that others fear to explore. The world tries to shape you into what it wants: quiet, compliant, ordinary, but your spirit rebels against that. You are fire and thunder, not whispers and shadows. You are here to disrupt the status quo, to challenge the rules, and to lead with unapologetic boldness. Conquering doesn't mean crushing others. It means mastering your own fears, doubts, and weaknesses. It means stepping into your power fully and inviting others to do the same. It means rewriting the definition of strength with your own hands. Your destiny is not to conform. It's to conquer, starting with yourself, then the world around you. When you embrace this truth, nothing can stop you. So stand tall. You are a conqueror, born to rule your fate and inspire the world. When you chase dreams others say are impossible, you become a target. They'll call you crazy, reckless, unrealistic. But that's the price of soaring beyond the limits they've set. The world fears what it cannot control or understand. But you're not here to seek approval. You're here to fly. You are the eagle that rises above the storms, the flame that refuses to be extinguished. When they mock your vision, know it's because your courage shines a light on their own fears and limitations. History remembers the crazy ones, not for their madness, but for their brilliance. The ones who changed everything were once ridiculed before they were revered. You walk that path now, so embrace the name they give you. Wear it like armor, because one day, when they see you soar, they'll know exactly what you always were: unstoppable. Every scar on your body and soul is a testament to battles fought and won. These aren't imperfections, they are sacred symbols of your journey. Each one tells a story of pain transformed into triumph, loss converted into strength. Society often teaches us to hide our wounds, to pretend they don't exist. But you wear yours proudly, because they are proof that you faced darkness head-on and came out victorious. They are the ink in the epic poem of your life. Your scars speak louder than words ever could. They say, "I survived, I conquered, I am here." They are divine, not because they mark pain, but because they mark growth. You have risen from ashes that would have buried others. So never be ashamed of your scars. They are your badges of honor, reminders that no matter what came your way, you did not back down. Your existence is a testament to hope itself. You walked through hell, the darkest, cruelest parts of life, and you didn't just survive, you thrived. You turned suffering into strength, pain into purpose, and despair into a beacon for others. You are the undeniable proof that hell is not the end of the story. It is the crucible that shapes warriors, legends, and gods in human form. Your life shouts to the universe that darkness can be overcome, that light always finds a way. Every breath you take is a victory cry. Every step forward is a declaration that hell's grip can be broken. You carry this message not just for yourself, but for every soul lost in their own battle. So live boldly, shine fiercely, speak loudly, because you are the living, breathing proof that no matter how deep the fire, you can rise, stronger, brighter, unstoppable. From the moment you took your first breath, you were marked by fire, a fire that burns through doubt, fear, and limitation. This fire is no accident. It is your essence, your birthright, the force that drives you forward even when the world tells you to stop. You don't just exist, you blaze a trail where others see only darkness. The fire inside you is fierce, not because it destroys, but because it illuminates. It reveals the hidden truths within and around you. It is the kind of heat that melts barriers, ignites passions, and creates new possibilities from ashes. You were born from this fire, and that fire will never let you settle for less than greatness. Life's challenges only add fuel to your flame. Every hardship you face is not a warning to retreat, but an invitation to burn brighter. When the cold winds of doubt blow, your fire does not flicker. It roars. You are made to shine in the darkest nights. This isn't just about survival. It's about thriving with relentless energy. Your fire is a beacon to those lost in shadows, proof that burning fiercely can bring light to the world. So hold fast to that blaze. It is your power, your promise, and your path. Remember, stars are born in cosmic fires, and so are legends like you. Beneath your skin lies a heart forged in the crucible of struggle and perseverance. It is a warrior's heart, unwavering, unyielding, and undefeated. This heart has fought battles that no one else knows about. It has survived betrayals, heartbreaks, and loneliness, only to rise stronger and more determined. A warrior's heart does not give up when faced with obstacles. It learns, adapts, and moves forward. It knows the value of scars as symbols of victory, not defeat. Each beat is a drum call to action, a reminder that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. You carry within you the same pulse that fueled warriors throughout history, the pulse of resilience, hope, and passion. This heart keeps you moving forward when your body feels weak and your spirit feels broken. It's a wellspring of strength that even time cannot drain. What sets you apart is not the battles you face, but your refusal to surrender. Your heart beats for more than survival. It beats for purpose, honor, and transformation. It drives you to fight not just for yourself, but for those who look up to your example. In the symphony of life, your warrior's heart is the steady, powerful rhythm that commands respect and inspires greatness. Every setback, every failure, every moment you thought you couldn't go on was simply the ash from which you would rise. Your story is a phoenix's tale, one of falling, burning, and soaring anew. You didn't let the destruction of yesterday become the end of your story. Instead, it became the fertile ground for your rebirth. The ashes you rose from are not symbols of ruin. They are testimonies to your incredible strength and resilience. Like the phoenix, you take the remnants of your past pain and transform them into wings that carry you higher. The past no longer chains you. It fuels your ascent. It takes courage to face the ashes rather than flee from them. It requires a heart willing to feel the pain deeply and then release it. You embraced the discomfort of your own transformation and dared to dream beyond your losses. Your rise through the ashes is not just a personal victory, it's a beacon for all who struggle with their own despair. Your life proves that no matter how dark the night or how devastating the fall, renewal is always possible. So spread your wings and fly higher than ever before. The ashes are not your prison. They are your launch pad. Within you lies an unbreakable spirit, a core of indomitable strength that no hardship, no heartbreak, no challenge can crush. This spirit is your foundation, the source of your unstoppable force in the face of adversity. It's the reason you get up every time life knocks you down. Your spirit is not defined by the ease of your journey, but by the grit you show when the path gets rough. It's forged by every trial, tested in the flames of pain, and strengthened through perseverance. When others give up, your spirit rises louder, fiercer, unyielding. You embody an energy that commands the universe to bend to your will. This force is not reckless, it's intentional, focused, and fueled by a deep, inner knowing that you are meant for more. It propels you to break free from limitations and claim your rightful place. This unbreakable spirit is a gift to the world. It inspires those who witness it to believe in the impossible, to stand tall even when the odds are against them. Your force moves beyond yourself. It shakes the foundations of doubt everywhere. Never forget, your spirit is your superpower. No one can take it from you, and no one can stand against it for long. Persistence is the quiet hero of every triumph you've claimed. It's the voice that whispers, "Keep going," when your mind screams, "Give up." This power is not flashy, but it's relentless, and it has been your greatest ally throughout the darkest hours and the toughest battles. When the world turned its back, you persisted. When your body and soul begged for rest, you pushed forward. Persistence is the steady drumbeat beneath your success, the invisible thread weaving your journey into something remarkable. Many give up just before the breakthrough, but not you. Your refusal to quit has created momentum so powerful it carries you through storms and setbacks alike. It's a muscle you've trained through pain, determination, and grit. This persistence doesn't just keep you alive, it moves you closer to your dreams every day. It transforms obstacles into stepping stones and turns almost into achieved. Your greatest victories will be the ones born from this unwavering tenacity. Celebrate persistence as the unsung hero of your story. It's the difference between survival and triumph. Doubt is a natural visitor in your journey, an uninvited shadow that questions your worth and purpose. But your response to doubt is what defines you. You choose faith. Faith in yourself, your path, and the power that drives you forward. Faith isn't blind optimism. It's a deep knowing that no matter how fierce the storm, you will find your way through. It's the quiet courage to believe in your dreams when the evidence suggests otherwise. You've faced doubt, and instead of letting it consume you, you've let faith silence it. This faith has been your anchor when the seas of uncertainty threatened to pull you under. It gave you strength when logic failed and hope when fear loomed large. It's the unwavering voice that says, "You are enough and your time is coming." By choosing faith, you turn doubt from an enemy into fuel. You transform it into a stepping stone toward greater clarity and confidence. This is not just survival, it is thriving in the face of uncertainty. Hold on to your faith. It will carry you further than doubt ever could. You have walked the long, winding road from darkness into light. This journey is not a simple one. It's layered with pain, insight, loss, and awakening. You didn't stumble into the light. You fought your way out of the shadows that threatened to consume you. Transformation is rarely easy. It demands that you confront your deepest fears and let go of what no longer serves you. It asks you to embrace vulnerability and courage in equal measure. You have done all of this, not just once, but many times, emerging each time more radiant. Your path from shadows to light is a testament to the power of change and growth. It shows that no matter how dark the past, the future holds limitless possibility. You are proof that light isn't just the absence of darkness, it's the mastery over it. This transformation is ongoing. Every day you choose light over fear, hope over despair, and action over stagnation. You are evolving, shining brighter, and inspiring others to do the same. Celebrate your journey. It's the greatest story of all, the story of becoming. No one else holds the blueprint to your life. You are the architect, the visionary, and the builder of your destiny. Every decision, every step, every challenge you face is part of the design you create with intention and passion. This power to shape your future is both liberating and daunting. It means you are not a victim of circumstance, but a master of your fate. The walls you break down and the bridges you build are all under your control, even when it feels like chaos surrounds you. You have already proven your ability to rebuild from ruins. Now, it's time to craft a life that reflects your deepest values and highest aspirations. No one else can live your story or carry your legacy. This is yours, unique and powerful. Being the architect means embracing responsibility for your choices and trusting your inner wisdom. It's about bold vision and meticulous action, and it's about believing that you can create beauty and meaning even from broken pieces. So take up your tools with confidence. Your destiny awaits your masterful hand. True power isn't in hiding your wounds or masking your struggles. It's in showing up as your authentic self, scars and all. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the greatest form of courage. It takes guts to be real in a world that rewards masks and illusions. You have dared to be vulnerable, and in doing so, you open doors to genuine connection, healing, and growth. You chose honesty over perfection and truth over comfort. That choice has made you not only stronger, but more relatable and magnetic. Your willingness to embrace vulnerability breaks down walls, not just around you, but in others' hearts. It creates a space where authenticity thrives and where true transformation begins. You are a living example that vulnerability is the gateway to deeper strength. Remember, every great leader, hero, and changemaker has walked this path. They have shown us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to face it openly. So stand tall in your truth. Your vulnerability is your superpower. Some of the greatest forces in history have been born in silence. Quiet moments of reflection, resilience, and resolve. You have been forged in those silent fires, developing an inner power that doesn't scream for attention, but commands respect by its very presence. Silence is not emptiness. It is a fertile ground where strength grows unseen. You have used silence to gather your energy, heal your wounds, and prepare for your rise. In that stillness, you discovered your deepest truths and honed your fierce determination. Your power rises not from noise or chaos, but from this quiet confidence, a strength that is steady, sure, and unstoppable. It is the calm before the storm, the deep breath before the leap, and it is yours to wield. Others may mistake your silence for weakness, but you know better.